Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. So, your girl decided to show you guys how I style my relaxed hair at home. I work out very, very hard, and most days after I finish my workout, my hair is drenched in sweat. And it just makes no sense for me to go to the salon and pay for, to get my hair done every 2 weeks, like you typically would with a relaxed cut, because I work out almost every day, and my hair looks after my workout the way it looks right now. So I've been learning to style it by myself. The more that I do it, the better that I'm becoming at it. So I just, decided to film it for you guys. So the first thing that you saw me doing was just adding a little bit of water back to my hair because I had been around the house doing some things, so my hair had kind of dried out, dried a little bit. So I was just adding some water, no spray bottle needed. I don't have but a handful of hair, y'all, so I just did it with my hands. Now I am putting in the foaming mousse, and I use the one by Lottabody. I can't say that I recommend that one because I noticed that if you use too much of it, that one will get kind of hard on you. And I think this is my second time attempting to do my shortcut on my own. So the first time I did it, I did learn that if you do use the Lottabody, don't use too much because your hair will get crunchy. And trying to do like the S shape, like Betty Boop type mold, you do need to use a little bit more styling foam because that's how it stays. So after I run out of that one, I'm going to use that one up, but after I run out of that one, I am going to try something else because I see myself probably having to do my own hair more often than not these days. So I'm literally just trying to get that mold right. For me, I like to kind of do like a side part situation. So like most of the hair coming from one side so that I can start to build that mold. Now, like I said, I'm gonna go for like the SC type mold, because that just looks really cute, almost like the finger wave type mold. That's my favorite way to have my shortcut, but of course I'm not as good as my stylist at it. So I've just been practicing it, and I will tell you guys that the more you practice, because mine is not going to be perfect by any means, but I will tell you guys the more that you practice this, the better that you get at it. Because I filmed this video about a week ago, so I've done it again since then, and each time I do get a little bit better. So you'll get better at it, I promise. So I just decided to speed it up a little bit for you guys because this part is literally me sitting there just trying to get it exactly how I want it, get it nice and flat. So I said, let me speed it up. Because you'll find that whenever you start molding your hair, if you don't just do like a regular flat mold, you'll want to keep like playing with it until you get it exactly like flat and exactly how you want it. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend tying your hair up with a silk scarf. That was literally all I had. If you have like those foam wraps that they use like at the hair salon, use some of those, or the old school like wrap cap You know, back in the day when everybody would wear like a wrap and a doobie. If you have one of those, that would be really good for that too. So now I am just beginning to style. So the first thing that I did was just add a little bit of a hair polisher. This one is the IC Fantasia Olive Moisturizing Shine Serum. That's a mouthful, but I love, even on days when I'm not styling, just adding a little bit of a hair polisher to my hair, because it just makes your hair look nice and healthy and moisturized. So that's one of my favorite things to do, to add to my hair. And you can add a heat protectant. I'm just kind of like, y'all, my hair is already relaxed. I'm not saying that it needs to be damaged because it's relaxed, but I don't do the same hair care routine that I would do to my hair when I was natural. Anybody else? Like, do you feel like you treated your relaxed hair and your natural hair differently? I just feel like with relaxed hair, okay, don't jump down my throat, but I just feel like with relaxed hair, it's already processed, so I don't mind so much about like having heat on it. Now I will say, because like I told y'all, I do sweat so much in my head, I really only curl my hair once a week, and that's on the weekends. And at night, I just kind of mold it down. So I'm not like overdoing it with the heat or anything. But I do feel like with my relaxed hair, I don't feel so bad about adding heat to my hair as much. So with this curl method, y'all are just going to have to watch because it's so hard for me to explain. You kind of just pull the hair to the side, like kind of pull the curling iron to the side and then turn the curl so that the curl lays at an angle. For the longest time, I did not understand how hairstylists were doing that, like where the curl looks turned. Like, I don't know if you can see the way the curl is like laying at a certain angle. So then I started watching some YouTube videos and I realized, they're kind of like swinging out with the curling iron, but not only that, they're literally turning the curl so that it lays a different way. And that's the secret to getting that like salon curled finger wave Betty Boop look. Now, I'm not saying that this is like 100% a finger wave look, but when you do have that finger wave look and they go in and curl your hair, this is most of the time the way that they're curling it. So I'm just going to speed it up from here because it's going to take me a little while to curl my hair and get it how I want to. So all right, so a couple things with this other side. The first thing is I can never curl both the sides of my hair the same. That's something that I really struggle with. But I'm still just kind of trying to do the same thing that I did on the other side. And I noticed, like, looking back at it, that the curls look like super, super tight and super like grandma-ish at first, but you guys just have to wait for the final result, because that super tight curl, once you brush it out, it's gonna leave like a nice definition and it's just gonna be really pretty. So just trust me on this, because looking at it from right here, I can see how it looks like your grandma curls, but just trust me. Y'all see me with my Brittany Michael Makeup Artistry t-shirt on, and my shirt is dirty because I had literally just finished a client. Like, I molded my hair, I let it air dry. I forgot to mention that I did not sit under the dryer. A lot of times I just don't have time to sit under the dryer, so I'll just let it air dry. But if you sit under the dryer with it, it's gonna be, that mold is gonna be really nice and crispy. But yeah, so I just took a client, so that's why my shirt is dirty, like with makeup, and there was a little bit of like powder on my shirt too. So now I'm really just fluffing, playing with it, teasing it, trying to get everything how I like it. I always suffer from hair loss in the center of my head, which you can see right there with how I'm turned. And so I always kind of have to like finesse my hair around that center. And so that's why my hair isn't like as full, and there's a lot of different little spots in this video where you can see it. I'm a little bit more transparent about it now because I've just been dealing with it for so long. Relaxed, natural, it does not matter, what state or how my hair is. I always suffer from hair loss in my crown. It's been that way since I was 14 years old. So I'm almost starting to think that I probably have like some follicles or something that are ruined, maybe some alopecia. I don't know. I've never gone to a doctor about it because I've never really known who to go to talk about it. But anyway, I said all that to say that's the reason why I try to look right there, right in there. That's the reason why I always try to do a little fluff in my middle to try to cover up my spots. So that's really it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me style my shortcut at home. I hope that you try it because once you do it a couple times, it's super easy to do. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Mwah.